Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We
Hi,
are
everybody.
live.
We're live. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, guys. How are you doing?
Hello,
Welcome back, Kuya Joseph.
Welcome back from the
hello there.
tropics. From
Hello,
the
hello. How are
tropics to
you?
wintry Canada.
Yes.
Yes, I'm finally back. Thank you so much. I hope both of you did not miss me so much.
Oh,
Oh,
we
we
missed
miss
you. My
you. Yes.
goodness. We missed you a lot.
So yeah, yes, I'm back. Finally, I'm back. I actually came back yesterday morning. Still jet lag, but I think my mind and my soul is still back in the Philippines. Unfortunately,
Of course, you just got back when? Yesterday, right?
Yesterday, yeah.
yesterday, yes,
Oh my
yesterday morning,
gosh.
yesterday morning. So I've been trying to catch up on our, I guess, on our conversations with our coaches. So anyway, thank you so much for both of you for making the time. Me being away for a month, we didn't even miss one episode, so I'm very very proud of that. So
Yes. Ang
I want to thank both of
galing-galing.
you.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to thank both of you for your
Oh,
dedication as well
yes. And thank you too.
and
Yes,
consistency.
Yes.
of
Consistency.
course.
Yeah, so today we want to talk about this famous topic. Uh, it's the decision that changed our direction in life, right? So I know it's something that it's very important that we sort of share this to our audience because sometimes life doesn't change until you make that one huge decision, right? But it doesn't have to be a huge decision. It really is just a decision that would really align towards your values and your goals, right? So tonight in this episode 23, right? We're on episode 23 now.
Yes.
23rd. Can you
Uh,
imagine?
yeah, of our next,
Congratulations to us.
yeah,
Your next chapter.
yeah, on our next chapter, we want to
Yes.
share to our audience about the decision that we made, that one decision that we made that sort of changed our lives for the better. So, first, I'm going to introduce myself. So, my name is Joseph. I am from Hamilton, Canada. I recently arrived from the Philippines about 24 hours ago. Um, still jet lagged, but here I am. Wanted to share this moment with my two business partners here with me, Aryan and Coach Mildred. I am a retired IT professional from the banking industry. I am a husband, married to a wife. I have two young adults. I'm also a financial advocate, a financial coach, real estate investor, and a stock market investor. And I'm self-taught on financial planning, really, and retirement planning. Back in, I guess, December 2023, I joined this digital business and I never looked back. So, yeah, that's about me. What about you, Coach Mildred? You want to go ahead?
Yes, hi, and welcome back again, Joseph, Coach Joseph. We're so glad you're back and joined us here in wintry Canada from the tropics. Yeah, so hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Because we're global, we say hi to everybody. In the other side of the world, it's already early morning, right? So,
Yes.
yes, I am Mildred. I'm based here in Toronto. I am a Filipino Canadian immigrant, a mom, a woman of faith, and someone who has reinvented herself a few times. So, I traveled the world as a flight attendant, explored the world, came to Canada, started with survival jobs, and then went on to corporate and went back to my field in social work, in nonprofit, and the government. And I was able to retire early because I found this online business. So now I am the CEO of my own online business, and I continue to help others and empower others to thrive and live their best lives through our business. Thank you. And how about Ariane?
Perfect. Thank you, Coach. So hello everybody. Happy Wednesday. I'm Arian and I'm a mom of two boys. They're 8 and 15 years old, so my teenager. And I used to be an SAP programmer back in the Philippines for more than 12 years. But we came here in Canada in 2022 for a greener pasture, of course. And I've juggled multiple jobs while studying. I become cleaner and move-in coordinator and concierge and all of the entry-level jobs. My husband did the same. And eventually, after my course, I landed an IT analyst, an EDI analyst job here for a distribution company. And I'm now doing this business as well together with my business partners here. So now I'm helping out moms like me with kids so that they can have more time with their families through this online business as well. Yeah, and thank you,
Oh,
coaches.
great.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So, before we go on, I would like to just mention to our viewers and followers that for those of you who are actually wanting to ask any questions or you want to share anything with this, topic that we're about to share with you, by all means, comment below and also comment as to where you're tuning in from. It'd be great to know as to how far is our reach with this podcast, right? So we
Mhm.
appreciate that truly. So anyway, so ready for the first question, ladies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. So my first question, and I think this is often asked by people who have been inquiring about our digital business, and a lot of business partners have also shared this in their podcast. So my first question would be, where were you in life when this opportunity first came into your world? So
Mhm.
maybe Ariane, you want to go first?
Sure, sure, Kuya. So, again, welcome here. So, interact with us if you have questions or if you wanna interact with the questions. You can answer the question as well. But for me, where was I? I was under postgraduate work permit at the time. I'm a temporary resident here in Canada. So again, as I mentioned earlier, we came here to for a better quality of life, for greener pastures. And when we came here, we did entry level jobs. We're mentally and emotionally ready. But eventually, when we landed, jobs, we figured it's not enough. The financial security is what we're aiming for at the time. So we wanted to settle properly here in Canada since we are temporary residents. We wanted to ease in, especially that we have kids, that are counting on us. And of course, when we came here, when we were back in the Philippines, we've traveled a lot. And so when we came here, and we did a lot of work. We were out of the house for 6 to 7 days in a week, and that paved the way for us to think we need more time with the kids. And so that's when we looked for other opportunities, side hustles online. I actually paid some of the programs, yung mga trials and accounts, paid accounts, just so I could see what's inside. And
Mhm.
then I found out it wasn't for me because um, I only had 1 to 3 hours of spare time. And
Mm.
I don't want that maximum of 3 hours I don't want to spend that maximum of 3 hours just to earn pennies.
Hmm.
Sayang for me.
Correct.
So that's what happened. And when I saw the ad, the rest is history.
Nice.
Love that.
Congrats, congrats, Coach Mildred. What about you, Coach?
Oh my gosh. As I mentioned earlier, I have reinvented myself a few times. I think that is key here as well, because with the ever changing technology, we need to adjust, right? I've been in Canada now since 1992. So started with survival jobs and went back to my field. But then, no matter how good the job was, yes, I was thankful, I was grateful, I had a great job and it paid well. But the realization really is with a single income and a family to provide for, it was really getting challenging. So I started looking really for another solution. I tried actually other businesses, right? I was open to that already. Yes, I tried, but it wasn't for me. But I never stopped looking until I found this because I knew that, I needed more flexibility. For me, the work was becoming more taxing, more stressful. And nowadays, really, chronic stress is real. it is real. So you really need to listen to your body, not just physically, emotionally, mentally as well. And I knew that there had to be a solution, right? Until I saw this, and at first I wasn't really you know paying much attention to it because I thought, what is this for real? And then I found out, yes, it was, and that's where I was in. So uh, that is where I was. My mindset was there. I was ready. I was looking. But when it came, I did not right away, jump in until I did my research and all.
Wow. Well,
Hmm.
good. Good. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. With me, actually, I recall I did retire April 2023, and then I joined the business December 2023. But
Oh,
since
there you
20,
go.
yeah, yeah, since 2010, I was already looking for an online business. I did try, Amazon FBA. I did try Etsy. I did try drop shipping. So
Hmm.
all those years had given me some experience in this space. But comparing to what I've experienced a while back with the online business, this one is the one that really caught my attention because
Hmm.
it really had all of the you can say all of the three pillars that we talk about in this digital business, right? I mean, I'm not going to mention all of them, but all I can say is what Ariane had mentioned already, and Coach, what you mentioned as well, is the financial security aspect, along with the
Yes.
personal growth and the community support. So those are the three
Hmm.
key areas that I saw that really motivated me and inspired me to join this digital business. So I was retired, and I know it's a perfect time to me. It was a few months, and then I found this digital business, and again, like Ariane, never looked back. So very, very happy with that decision, right? Um, and yeah, and I will say, as a financial advisor and a coach, people now these days in this economy, people are feeling the pinch, right?
Oh, yes.
People are feeling the pinch, and they have
Hmm.
everybody. To me, unless you're very rich or unless you won the lottery, everybody has to find another stream of income,
Of
right? So
income, yes.
to me, this is a gold mine, and this is something that people should be looking into or even inquiring about. So
Hmm.
anyway, my second question to you then, to both of you again, what almost stopped you from saying yes to this digital business? Coach,
Mm.
go
Oh
first.
my gosh. I could say, because if you have worked already for several years here, you kind of know, you have a kind of inkling to know if this is real or not. So,
Mm,
really, my first thing was, is this real or is this a scam?
mm,
Because when I saw this on social media, I thought, oh my gosh, are they just paid actors? That was actually my first inkling. Are they for real? So I didn't pay much attention, right? And also I said, "Ooh, what does this inquire? What does this require?" Because I am far from being tech savvy,
mm,
right? So I know enough to do my work, but this one requires more. But when it said that, okay, there's step by step training, there's a mentorship program, you get a coach, and you get a supportive community, and all these successful people there, I said, I have nothing to lose. So after seeing that and seeing my coaches, it resonated with me because number one, they were Filipino. Number two, they were also from Cebu. So
Mm-hmm.
that is what resonated with me. So I didn't even finish watching all the videos, the pre-coaching videos. I jumped in right away because I knew it was my answered prayer. So then that was more than 5 years ago. And I'm
mm.
still here, enjoying, thriving, growing personally and professionally. And it's just very exciting life. I'm never bored. So that for me is my answer.
Thanks for sharing
Yes,
that, Coach. Thank you. How about you?
yes.
How about
Thank
you,
you.
Ariane?
Yeah, for me, I have actually two, but it was short-lived, very short-lived. When it was during the process of registers. Like I already paid the 149, right? And I
Mm,
watched all of those discovery videos, and I liked what I saw because
Mhm.
when I saw the compensation structure, I said,
Oh my gosh.
this is gonna be very lucrative.
Hmm.
mhm,
It's I mean, I haven't seen anything like it, like that business model. And I said this could work for me. But after that, there was this feeling of doubt that um is I mean, have I watched everything that there is? Like, I feel like, what's the catch, you know?
Mm.
That's the question in my mind. Like, what's the
Yeah.
catch? Is
Yeah.
that everything to it? So I'm thinking maybe there's something that they're not telling me, or so it's so funny. But yeah, when I communicated with Coach Katrina, like, she really told me everything that I need to know about it, and
Mhm.
she removed all those doubts. And another thing as well is, of course, um because it's a business investment, I don't want to be wasting money, right?
Yes.
Because again, I was on temporary work permit then, and it was very uncertain. So we needed the funds
Mhm.
to process our papers, and for like risk mitigation for the family, the move here, right? So there's a lot of fears, but yeah, that primary is the fear of wasting money in this business investment of online business. But after that, like, I also thought about the other side, like, what if this could really work for me? And what I loved about it is its flexibility, because even then what I was looking for is something that I can do at home in just several hours in a day, and earn online, like earn money from, even if I have my 9 to 5 job. So, and it ticked the boxes for me. Yun lang. I just had that little doubt. And then afterwards, when that was removed from me, when I talked to Coach Katrina about that, and I asked her everything, and I think, I did say yes at that time. Like, it didn't take me a while. Like, I think just 2 days after. So the
That's
only
smart.
thing that we had to discuss, my husband and I, was to really, how are we going to give the investment money for that. So yeah, that's it.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. So with me naman,
Mhm.
very very short answer. So what almost stopped me from saying yes? One word, wife.
Oh, why? You want to expound on that?
I will. So like Ariane said, right?
Why?
Like Ariane said, there's I sort of learned how to mitigate risks. It's
Mm.
part of in the financial sector and in part of project management, which my
Mm.
previous role was.
Mhm.
We all have to mitigate risks, right? So I mentioned earlier that I did try Amazon FBA, Etsy, and drop shipping. And what I found out about those digital business that they had major gaps when it comes to their internal process, right?
Mm.
In terms of their logistics. So for looking for a digital business, I learned how to you know uh, fix those gaps or at least address those gaps to ask those questions to coach Katrina or to the mentors and coaches in this digital business, right?
Mhm.
So again, each of those risks that I happen to mitigate were answered like what Ariane is saying. It ticked all the boxes. Now all I had to do was talk to my wife about it, right? So she was very skeptical and still skeptical up to this day. She's still skeptical, right? But to me, that's what almost stopped me from saying yes. It's because of her. But after explaining all of the risks involved, then she kind of eased off, and she kind of sort of said, oh, you know what, maybe it's worth a try, right? So
Mm.
that's my that's my explanation, and it's still something that I continue to work on. But right now, like I said, that was the moment that almost stopped me. But after discussion, after I think it was a couple of weeks, we
Mhm.
were able to make a decision to say let's move forward because all the risks that we have identified were really answered and accepted in such a way, right? So
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
no, thank you for that. Mine's a bit long-winded answer, but that is definitely the total truth. So my third question is
Mhm.
what changed in your mindset after you decided to commit to this digital business?
Mm.
So, Coach Mildred, you want to go? You want to
Oh my
first?
gosh, there's a lot, uh, because I think for most of us, right, we have been employees. So we have that employee mindset that yes, after 2 weeks or after at the end of the month, you get a pay. So this
Mm,
is something that you look forward to, and it is regular, right? It's comfortable. We're used to that. This is how we have been trained. But for now, for this business, we have to have a different mindset. We have to have an entrepreneurial mindset. So what is that? As Arian said, mitigate the risks. So we have to take calculated risks. Because in any business, it takes money to make money.
mhm,
But then you also have to look, how much money do you have to invest? If you were to really look at this or look at other businesses or other franchises, like just say Jollibee. For a lot of Filipinos, they know that. And for Canadians, they know Tim Hortons, right? For you to just get a franchise, oh my gosh, maybe it's more than $1 million just to get a franchise. But you still have to get, of course, it's a brick and mortar business, right? You have to get a place to rent, you have to get the
mhm,
staff, you have to buy the equipment, and then, of course, you got to buy the food, and you have to get the customers in. If they don't come, then your business is closed. And your ROI, your return of investment, how many years will it take you to get back that $1 million? It will take you a while. So
mhm,
right now, the risk really the of joining, right? It is so much less here in this business. So I said, my gosh, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So you just have to switch from really a employee mindset to an entrepreneur mindset, and really have an open mindset that is also coachable, because here you don't really need to be tech savvy. You don't
mhm.
even need a college diploma. We have a lot of people, actually, one of our leaders didn't even graduate high school. But why are they so successful? Right? So it just goes to show that no, all you need here really is the mindset, and the rest will follow. If you're open to learning, right? Learning, and one step at a time. It's just like going to school. You start from kindergarten, prep, right? Grade one, grade two, high school. You don't graduate right away, high school, or go to university right away. So, same with this. So, if we are in that mindset, oh my gosh, anything is possible. So, that has changed. And it really has expanded my mind. Like, as you said, Joseph, this is a gold mine. So, we're here to really share what we found, because it is really up to us. Our success, the success of each one of us depends on us alone, because all the resources are given to us. We have our back office support, we have our community that is so supportive, and the training we can access 24/7. So there's no excuse. If we want, what would you rather have? Stay in your work for 50 years and then retire with nothing? Like, how much pension do you get? Or start something now? We have the youngest that joined us. Actually, we met her in Mexico 2 years ago. She was 18 years old, but she has that mindset already. And another lady, also 19 years old, and they are so on fire. On the other end of the pendulum, we also have people who joined us who are like 75, 80, 90 years old. So they all have a different whys, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Anybody can start this. So it has changed really my mindset that anything is possible. If you just open your mind to that, oh my gosh. Yes, that abundance mindset, that if they can do it, you can do it too. You have to believe in yourself first.
No, that's great, Coach. Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh, I can talk about this forever. So we need more than 30 minutes.
We'll do it. We'll do another episode.
Yes, yes, we have to.
What about you, Ariane? What about you?
Yeah, yeah. I thank you, Coach Mildred, because I also had that same I guess same endeavor when I started. The shift from an employee mindset to a
Yes.
business mindset, ang hirap i-unlearn.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes,
kasi
but
sanay tayo dun. Sanay tayo,
yes,
right?
yes. But another thing that I also like learned as I went through the process is yung providing more value. Focus on the value and not on the money or the profit. Because if I mean it's just now that I realized it, because I've tried other like side hustles before, but my mindset wasn't like that. And so I wanted to earn, but I didn't realize that I have to give value first. And so I guess it didn't really work well at the time. And so when I came in here, that was what I learned as I went along the journey, that I really had to focus on giving value, and then the money would follow naturally. So that's my answer to that. Short but sweet.
Wow, interesting, interesting. Thank you for sharing that. With,
Mm.
with me, with me, as I mentioned, I did try. I mean, my wife and I had a traditional business, brick and mortar business for 5 years, right? So we owned the franchise. And you're right, Coach. It wasn't cheap. It was very
Oh,
expensive.
yes.
So that was in 2010, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
5 years. So and then I was also an employee. So, but being an employee, we're sort of trained to have this growth mindset already as part of our training plan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And learning new skills, right, in the corporation. So one of the things that I would say that sort of changed my mindset about this digital business is it's about perfection, being perfect versus being consistent, right? So
Mm.
that's something that
I like that.
before, yeah, before something in the corporate world, we had to be perfect because we can't make mistakes, we can't make errors, right? Because it would be costly, right? But
Yes.
with this digital business, it's not about being perfect. You can actually do whatever it is as long as you're consistent in doing so, and you learn along the way, right? So to me, that was a sort of a mindset that I sort of had to sort of shift because I was certainly surprised about it, and true enough, it's working to all, I guess, most of our business partners, right, with that type of
Mm-hmm.
mindset. So to me,
Yes.
it's definitely the perfection versus consistency. So yeah, so now just moving on to our last question, and I know some of our viewers may be wanting to ask some questions as well or share some of their input. So my last question would be then for you, both of you, is looking back now, what would you tell the version of yourself who was unsure?
Mm.
Ariane, you want to go
Good
first?
question. Good question.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you for this great question, Kuya. So,
Mm-hmm.
looking back now, what would you tell the version of yourself who was unsure? I think I tell myself the fear makes sense, but it
Mm,
was never meant to really linger there. It's never meant to lead your life. You have a decision, and you can make that decision yourself, because that is going to be for the future of your family, your loved ones. And I think what I missed there when I started was um I already my characteristic is I always try to think of the bigger picture, and then eventually I would think of the worst case scenario. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like I
Mm.
would always like sometimes kind of sabotage it. so so when I joined the business, it's like I really would have to tell the people, inquiring about our business, that you don't really have to see the bigger picture. Like, you just take one step at a time, because that would open the doors for you. Like, that one step, you wouldn't even know where it would take you. So yun, I'm sorry. I really am like that. Like, I always
Yeah.
think about the worst case scenario, and that's where the fear comes from.
mm. Wow, thank you for sharing your vulnerability there. So, Coach, what about you?
Oh my gosh. The question again was,
Looking back now, what would you tell the version of yourself who was unsure?
oh my gosh, start right away. Do not even question it, because success leaves footprints, right? It's already
Mhm.
there. Everything is there. I should have listened right away. When I saw this, I should have jumped right away, because when I started, that was, I think, like almost 6 years ago, right? But this online business is actually pretty new. It's going
Mm.
to be our 10th year anniversary.
Yeah.
So can you imagine if I was 5 years earlier, then I would have been there from the very start when there were only two people, right? Two people from this is Canadian made business. So two people from Vancouver. And when I hopped in, I think we were only like 50,000 globally. Now we're almost at 277,000 globally. But the market is not saturated.
Mm.
It's not saturated. There's so much more there. We're global. So for me, really, fail faster.
Mm.
Do it, learn, fail, and then you know what works. Because the faster you fail, the more you know what works. Just believe in yourself, trust yourself that you are making the best decision for you and your family. Because for me, you know, a lot of people feel uncomfortable talking about this, right? Money. Because
Mm.
when you talk about money, it's like
Mhm.
awkward, it's like
Yeah.
uncomfortable. But the reality really is money is the vehicle to get to more flexibility, to give you more options, to help others. Because if how can we pour from an empty cup if we don't have anything to give? We cannot help our family. We cannot help our extended family back home. You
Mhm.
cannot help your community or whatever charities you have there. You have nothing, and you're not flexible because you're only limited to this. That's only what you can do. But really, with that means you have more choices, more options, more flexibility, more peace of mind. You don't
Freedom.
have to worry. Yes, more freedom. You don't have to worry every day. Oh my gosh, what can we eat today? Or we cannot eat that because of budget. I cannot go to Costco. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. I go to Walmart, whatever. You're trying to, scrunch the numbers, right? The budget. Where can I go? I cannot travel because I don't have money. I cannot go to that wedding because I don't have money. I cannot help my family. Can you imagine that? But if there was a way for us to have that, then we have more freedom,
Yeah.
flexibility, options, choices.
Yes.
Simple, very simple,
Yes.
Wow.
right?
That's amazing.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you again for sharing that with me. I would say a little bit more courage would have given me um, something that I tell myself, right? Because to me,
Mm-hmm.
courage is very important when you want to become an entrepreneur, right?
Mm-hmm.
Courage also also speaks to being risk taker kind of person, right? So but by mitigating those risks, you can definitely improve your courage, right? And sort of lean towards the reasons why you've actually started this digital business. So that's one thing that always resonates with me as well, that when I look back, I always say to myself, do do I really have the courage, or do I really have the you know the strength to move forward with being a corporate employee versus an entrepreneur? But like I said, my wife and I had owned a digital business, sorry, a brick and mortar business. uh,
Mm-hmm.
we said that, yeah, you know what, it was difficult, but we learned something from it, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we,
Yes.
courage is a huge factor in terms of people making a decision. But you don't get great courage without doing your, like you said, your research, your going through some of the questions that we've gone through with our coaches, and that way we would feel at ease with our decision, right? So, well, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, your experiences, your lessons learned. Actually, Ariane, do we have comments or viewers that we want to show, or are there just
No, right now we're good.
okay? I saw that we had like a five viewers at one point, but that's
Yeah.
good. Maybe they're shy and still working on their courage.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, again, I want to thank both of you. Again, can you believe this is our episode 23?
23.
23. Congratulations to us. Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
I,
For
I,
staying the course,
I
for
cannot believe
plowing
it.
through,
Yeah, I cannot believe it. Well,
right?
Yeah.
we're definitely a good um, what do you
Trio.
trio.
Yes, we are. We know each other. We're
Yes.
more than business part. We're
So,
like family.
Yes.
We're
so it
family already.
of course, we actually got to know each other through this digital business, which
Mm.
kind of
Yes.
surprising in a way, but it's a good thing, right? Because we
Yes, of
we,
course.
we all gel together very well.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So
We do.
anyway, I just want to leave it with this closing remark, okay? So most breakthroughs don't begin with certainty, right? They don't. They begin with courage, right? So and sometimes courage is simply deciding to explore, really, right?
Mm.
So that's why, a lot of people here who are inquiring about this digital business, we encourage you to ask questions, to inquire, so that you will be at ease in terms of making the decision, whether you want to join or not. So I hope, or we hope, that we give you a bit of information and a bit of good explanation on our experiences, and sharing our insights about that one decision that we made in our life that really changed everything for all of us. So for those of you who are watching this on a replay, and those of you watching this live, thank you so much for watching us,
Wait,
tuning us.
before you
Yes,
go, I
yeah.
just had a
You have a
message.
surprise? You have a
I
surprise?
just I just have a message from Larry. It says
Oh, okay.
messages are not coming through. Coaches Katrina and Michelle are watching, so I don't know what's happening in the background there.
Uh,
Oh,
I,
really?
I told you.
Yes,
I told you. I kind of felt that there was
I
something.
know, I
Yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah.
So
So that's
thank
good.
you for that, Larry.
Yes, thank you, Coach. Coach
Yeah.
Thank you,
Leonardo.
coaches. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you,
Coaches
coaches.
It's
for
not, yeah,
watching.
it's not coming through. It's not here.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
know.
So
I wonder what's happening there.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
probably
not
just
sure.
This is
StreamYard.
technology. That's why.
Yeah. So again, all of you, we thank you so much. And by all means, if you have any questions, you have our websites in this screen here. By all means, connect with us. We will, certainly welcome you, and certainly give you the information that you need, or at least, at very least, answer all the questions that you want for us, so that you can feel comfortable with your decision yourself. Anyway, good night, good morning, good afternoon to all of you. Bye for now.
Bye
Thank
for
Bye.
now.
you.
Until next
Bye.
week.
Next
Yes,
week.
see you next week.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.